Hi, I'm excited to introduce you to Your Hub. It's our new automation portal designed to make everyday tasks quick and easy. With this portal you can handle things like onboarding new users, removing access when someone leaves, resetting passwords and MFA, and making other small changes, all with just a few clicks. We've created these tools to save you time and simplify your day. Let's explore how Your Hub works and how it can help you. On your desktop you should see an icon for IT support panel. So this is where you would normally submit most of your tickets. If you can't see it, then please by all means give our support a call and we'll get this installed for you. Once you've double clicked it and you've got it open, you'll see a new button called Your Hub. It will take you straight to our new automation hub, which will sign in with your 365 account. It will make sure you're under the same tenancy. It will also make sure when you're running something, we know who's running it. So once you sign in, you will be introduced to this page. This is the home page where it will show you all the automations that is available currently. So as you can see, there is quite a few options. So to start an automation, what you need to do is select whichever one you want. So in this case, we'll use new user onboarding, and you select learn more. And if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see a guide. So this guide is to tell you how to fill out the form. Just in case you're unsure exactly what questions it's asking you, here it goes for a little bit more details. And then once you've read all this and you're ready to start onboarding, if you hit the start onboarding button, it will take you to this form. So in this form you have your first name, last name, everything else we normally ask you. So here we'll show you an example. As you can see, we filled in the first name and last name, the username is auto-populated. This will always auto-populate for you, but it will depend on your naming convention, is depending on the way it will populate for you. In the email domain, on here in the drop down, it will only have the relevant domains that you use. So you haven't got loads of wasted domains or domains that you don't use to set up email addresses, all listed there. So it keeps it nice and clean for you. It also tells you if the user exists or not. It might be a returning employee or anything like that. Here you can enter the job title, and here you can enter the password. This password, you can do two things. You can either enter your own password or you can leave it blank. If you leave it blank, it will auto-generate a nice complex password for you, which will be sent to you when the workflow has been done in the final email with a one-time password link, the same way our engineers do when we manually do this. They'll have to change the password on the next sign-in, so it's up to you on which way you want to kind of do that. So from there you've got department, office numbers, even phone extensions. So these are all just optional. You don't have to put anything in these. They're just there if you need them. You can select the security groups, distribution groups, mailbox access, everything that you normally request for, including the licenses. So in this other information box here, this is where you'd have to put in the PC or laptop if you need setting up. So at the moment I haven't unfortunately been able to automate that setup. So here you put the PC name, whatever software they need installing or setting up on. Once you hit submit, this will create a ticket for you under your name. You will get a normal email where it just tells you the ticket's been created and it'll give you the ticket's reference number. From there, a couple of things will happen. If you're a non-approver, what it'll do, it needs to go seek that approval. So it sticks to all the same processes like we normally do. As you can see here, this account is obviously a test account, but it's an approver. So you'll get something that looks similar to this. So it clearly states what it is that needs approving, and it will give you the details of everything. So who's it submitted by, any security groups, what license they need, and so on. Obviously the more information somebody fills in them forms, the more this will pad out. Just depending on kind of what your needs are, is depending on what will show for it to be approved. And then nice and simply, you hit approve or deny. Now when you hit approve or deny, this will also update the person who's requested this. So if I show you here, if something's been denied, it will look like this. So whoever requested it will be informed that it's been denied and who it's been denied by. But also gives a reference of the ticket number and exactly what the employee details was, just in case they might have been waiting a while or anything like that. But if it's approved, they also email. So this way everybody's always aware of what part of the workflow is currently running. Once it's been approved, the workflow will go and it will go create a user with all the permissions that was originally selected. Once that has been done, they will get a final email that looks like this. So as you can see here, it embeds a one-time password link, the same way our engineers send it to you. You click that, you'll get the password instantly. So everything's streamlined and it's nice and easy. It's the exact same for pretty much anything else that you select, whether it's email forwarding or anything like that. It follows the same convention. But if you're an approver, you don't really want it to go through an approval process. So what you'll get instead, so we use this offboarding approval for example, you'll get an email that looks like this. So if you're an approver, you will still be informed that the approval has been bypassed. It's just so that means you are aware that the workflow is running and it's doing everything it should be. And then you'll get that final email as I showed just a moment ago. So, it's the same for whatever you're selecting, whether it's password and MFA resets and whether it's been complete. This is kind of what it looks like. So it always looks the same no matter what you're running. So the other good thing is with staff leavers. Again, you'll have different guides depending on what you're trying to run. So when you hit the start offboarding, now you do have a few options here. So you select whichever user that you're going to be offboarding. But sometimes somebody's not leaving for 2 weeks and you kind of want to make sure something's in place ready for when they do. So here you have a delay offboarding. So you don't actually need to wait. You could start offboarding right now and then you can select a date. So as you can see here, you can select any date you want. So let's say 2 weeks from now, you can select the 24th at 6 p.m. and then essentially it will do it at that specific date. Then what it'll do, it'll create the ticket in preparation, ready, but the workflow will not start until that date and time you selected. And then from here, you've got your password. So in general, if you don't want to use it as an offboarding, you just want to kind of reset the password and remove access, you can do that too. So here it'll invalidate all 365 sessions, so sign them out of Outlook. If they sign into their phone, all that lot will be signed out. Convert to shared mailbox, then from there you can start doing shared mailbox access, so somebody's accessed that mailbox, or if you want to forward email or even set an out of office, then you can do all that here as well. And then there's also a box for any other additional information you need. It is very quick and this works all the time, so even on a Saturday if you need to hurry up and offboard somebody, you can run this and it will still update a ticket and it will still run. So this will save you time in the long run as well, because you're not necessarily having to wait for it to be scheduled. If something needs to be done immediately, this can do it. Obviously if you do have any questions or you've got any concerns or anything like that, or want to be showed this in a bit of a different way, then by all means you can always ring support and then we can get that sorted for you. Right, thank you.